Hi, Courtney Lyons here with Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. I'm new to diamond painting as of October 2023, and I'm fully addicted. If you're sticking around to watch me and other diamond painting YouTubers, then I'm going to guess you are too. Alright, so this is my first video, so I'm sure I'm going to be crazy awkward and not know anything about what I'm doing. I'll probably take this 4 or 5 times before I decide I'm happy with it. But I thought it'd be fun to start a YouTube channel and have just people start this journey with me, because I think I just don't think I've ever gotten so into craft as I have diamond painting, and I am a huge crafter. I do a lot of crafting. By the way, sorry, our whole family just had strep throat, so I sound kind of raspy, which is not good because this next Saturday is our church Christmas party, and I'm supposed to sing Mary Did You Know in it, and I'm really hoping my voice comes back for that, because I cannot hit the high note while when I'm practicing it. So that's lovely, but so hopefully next time I make a video, my voice is back. So since this is my first video, I thought I might start it with a get to know you. I thought that I'd do 10 questions, like a 20 question thing, but only 10 because 20 is a lot. And I was thinking maybe next video, if I can get some comments down at the bottom, asking me some questions, that would be awesome. I'll use those for the next video. We'll maybe see if we can gather about 10 of them. But before I get started on those questions, a few more facts about myself. I'm a stay-at-home mom with 3 kids. I have a 7-year-old boy, almost 8. His birthday's actually on New Year, which is a lot of fun. He always gets fireworks on his birthday. He loves it. But I have a 7-year-old, almost 8-year-old son named Oakley, and then another little girl named Zinnia. She's 5, and then a little baby Reese, and he just turned 1. And they're a lot of fun. I actually full-time homeschool them, which is just a blast, and it's really hard. I can go into that and talk about that. Anyway, and I'm also a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, which is, I bring that up because it's just a really big part of our lives. We love the outdoors, absolutely love being outdoors. We actually moved to Idaho to live in a house on a lake, and it is just incredible. It's just beautiful here. I miss all my friends back from where we used to live in Utah, but I also love it here too, and I'm making a lot of friends here too, so it's great. I love the outdoors, but I am a huge crafter, so I also love to just cozy up and enjoy a nice book, audiobook. Usually I'm not someone that can sit and watch TV or listen to audiobook or podcast and hold still. I just can't. I have to do something with my hands, and diamond painting has been awesome for that. So yeah, I love music too. So I sing and accompany myself on the guitar and piano, and just my husband's and my first date was just music. I knew he was the one for me after, I'll have to tell that story sometime, but after we sat and played piano for each other, and yeah, we just kind of, we dated for about 2 years before we got married, but I just kind of knew already at the beginning. It's just, man, to hear him play piano is incredible. So let me get started first with showing you what kit I am working on. This is actually, you know what, if I can learn how, I will post a thing right about there, about a picture to show which one I'm doing. Let's see if I can actually show you the whole thing. Nope, my setup just won't let me. It's not a great setup. I'm going to have to figure out something different, but for now it'll work. But this is, I believe, I really should have looked that up first. It's Make Market though, and it's the Fireplace scene. So you can see right here, the fireplace. I'll kind of move it up so you guys can see. Here's like the bottom of a fireplace right here. Here's the floor, and these I actually switched out for some Diamond Dots ABs. Let me show you which one those are. Right here. And it's a little bit different than the color, because the color is this tea right here. This one right there. But it doesn't even make a difference. You can even really see it on the camera. It's just a little bit more yellow and a little darker. But this has been working amazing, and I have it in the fire. I'm going to put it in the fire here. I have it in the Christmas tree right here. In the lights. I will put a better setup one of these days so you can see the whole thing. I can move it up and show you at the very end. That way you can get a good picture of what I'm working on. But in the meantime, so that is what I'm working on, is that it's a fireplace scene. It's Make Market. I got it from Michael's, and I believe it was only like $7.99. I mean, I've tried a lot of different kits from the cheap ones. Now this was before I realized that there is licensing issues with artists. I did not know that. I just didn't know that. A lot of the crafts I do, just either I never noticed before, it doesn't involve a lot of licensing issues with other, with the artists. So I have a lot of Temu and AliExpress, Shein, Amazon. Well, I only have one Amazon, but diamond art that I bought before I realized that artists were not being compensated, or that that was even a thing. I don't know, I always just thought they were stock photos or something. I just didn't think about it, as many people probably don't. So I don't know, I could maybe show you guys a stash video someday, but I probably wouldn't show any of those cheap ones that I have, because I would hate to have some artists' work up there that doesn't actually that they never got compensated for. So anyway, and then I'm also, but Make Market is licensed, so I'm legally licensed. I've got my tweezers here. I don't use tweezers a lot, especially if they're on kits, and this is around. But it's always nice to, it's easy to pick up the plastic better with it, and also just sometimes when drills just get dropped somewhere you don't want them, it's kind of nice to pick it up. My pen is Diamond Art Club. It's from, I believe I got it at Joann's for like $10, I think. The placers really aren't, they're just, this is the one it came with, and this is probably the one I came with too. I really want to get the Diamond Art Club placers. I think that I probably will with my next order placement with them, which won't be for a while, because my goodness, Black Friday and Cyber Monday. I mean, anyone else? But I did get one that I was just so happy to get. It was the Margaret Morales Sakura. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'll do an unboxing with you guys. Sorry about that, my voice. So, and then I use this for when I do ABs, because I like that it has the really soft, soft plastic tip. So, because I feel like ABs get scratched easily, especially in my Diamond Art Club Fearless Familiar kit. I love the ABs, but I swear, as soon as I pick them up with the metal placer, I've already scratched the drill. So, I have 3 WIPs right now. I have this one, I have Fearless Familiar, and I have another one actually that I probably just can't show you guys because it is from AliExpress, and I started it before I realized. And probably all of these that I did buy, well, I know for sure, well, my kids are also really into diamond painting, so I'll save it for them, and I'll save it for myself. I just won't show them on the channel. I'll just, you know, I mean, what's the point of wasting them, you know? So I'll definitely do them. I'll enjoy them. I will not buy any more not legally licensed art, and I won't show them on the channel because that's just not fair to the artists. Like I said, super new. I did not know that, but now I do, and now I know better next time. So, and anyway, I discovered Diamond Art Club and Dreamer Designs, and I haven't tried Dreamer Designs yet, but Diamond Art Club. Fearless Familiar is my first one by them, and I'm already in love, and I just feel like you can't go back, really. Although Make Market is pretty incredible for the price. Like, I'm very impressed. So, let me go ahead and get started on, and I already pulled this one back. I might have already. Let's see. Nope, I did not. So let's go ahead and get that. I just have like this X-Acto knife, craft knife thing. I've heard people do a lot with their like blade pens. I don't know exactly what they're called, but I've seen people use them, and I think they're amazing, and I want to get one eventually. Big part of this is I don't have a lot of the same, like I really want to try wax from Patty Wax, but a lot of this stuff I'm just like now figuring out works better, and I'm not ready to, like, I'm having a lot of fun with what I have now, and I'm not gonna go like buy a bunch of new stuff because it's, I don't know, if it's higher quality, it's higher quality, so I would like to use the higher quality stuff, but also this works fine for now, and I'm not ready to go spend money on more things. Like I really want to try one of those firefly tray trays, you know, that how like the stopper that you slide back and forth, and the covers, you know, the cat proof covers, which for me will be kid proof, although I do have a cat. He's just really good at not knocking things over. Usually that's my kids. Anyway, okay, so let me get started on one of these colors. Oh, this is a good multiplacer part. And then I also, if there's anything that I'm doing here that like bothers anyone, if I know the camera's close, I just don't have a setup to set it further away. In fact, it's actually rubber band. My phone is rubber band to my microphone stand for singing. So I don't know, I know it doesn't work. I don't have anything else at the moment, and I'll just see how things go. And you know, I know that YouTube channels can make some money, so if I start making some money with it, I'll put it straight back into the channel, and you know, get some good stuff, get better audio, get much better setup for being able to make the videos better quality, higher quality. That would be nice. So yeah, that's definitely too low because it's making it hard for me to move my pen back and forth, but let's see if I can get the drills in the picture. All right, so starting with question number 1. Oh, how I did these questions, I made a bunch of questions and I put them into a hat. Well, not a literal hat, I guess it was a bowl, but and picked them out at random, 10 of them. So if they seem random, it's because they are random. Let's see. I wrote them down. Okay. Oh, number 1 is a good one. Well, they're all good ones. Or I hope so. What crafts do I like? Okay, so my grandma Rita, she's passed now. We were really close, and she was really big into knitting and crocheting. And she lived with us. She was kind of like a nomad. She loved to go live at different people's houses. My grandpa passed when I was 8, and my grandma just passed like 2 years ago now. So it's like when this one. So she was a long time without my grandpa, and so she just kind of, I think she didn't want to live alone. So she just kind of nomaded all over the place. She's got 8 kids. My dad being like, I don't know exactly where in line my dad is, somewhere in the middle. And so she'd go and live with people, like lots of different. Look, guys, I missed this too. that might bother people. I am so bad about that. I miss them a lot, where I have to pull the drills out again, and I missed like a whole batch, and I'm like, how did I not see that? Anyway, so she liked to go to people's houses, and we lived in Indiana at the time, and so when she'd come out to visit us, she'd usually stay for a few months, up to like, I think the longest was a couple years, and made incredible Mexican food. Oh my gosh, incredible Mexican food. I'm half Mexican, so my dad is Mexican, and my mom is like Irish, I believe, German descent. And so yeah, I got some a little bit of mixed culture. My grandma made incredible food, and the other thing she did while she was there was teach me how to knit and teach me how to crochet. And I don't know how old I was when she first tried teaching me, except that it did not take the first like 3 times she tried. She wanted so badly to teach me, so I kind of felt guilty. And then as I got a little older, I got interested in it a lot more. So I finally learned, and as soon as I learned, I was like, oh my gosh, I absolutely love this. And so I started off with scarves, and then started off with then learned to do like some hats. She did teach me beanies on crochet. I actually love to knit hats now. I'll crochet hats if I want it like something special for Halloween or something like that. I put that one there. And then other crafts I really like are well, just kind of painting. I'll do acrylic painting, and I'm starting to learn watercolor. Holy cow, I have a hard time with watercolor. I mean, I love it. It's a lot of fun, but it's just an adjustment because you have to do it in such a different way than you do acrylic. Where you can, acrylic, it's like you can kind of erase it, not really, but you know, kind of paint over something or change the shape of something. You can kind of fix your mistakes. And watercolor is just kind of like what goes on kind of stays on, and it's not very predictable. And my other medium I really enjoy is colored pencil. Oh my gosh. I have a big set of Prismacolor colored pencils, and I just absolutely love them. I haven't done them for a while, but I have a bald eagle one up that, you know, you have to be in the mood for things like that. You have to use your brain and be creative. You have to have the creative juices flowing to be able to, you know, decide what your subject's gonna be, what you want to paint or draw or whatever next. So I don't know that I like this wax. And then beyond that, I've tried needle felting, which is a blast. Like my friend in Utah is incredible at it. I'm actually the one that taught her to do it. And I had another friend teach me. And every time I teach her anything, because I think I taught her crochet too, she just takes off with it and is just incredible at it already. I'm like, the student has surpassed the master. Not that I'm a master at it by any means, but yeah, it's like that. Every time I teach her something new, she's just like, gets like way better at it than I do, and I love it. So needle felting, which I love, but I was pregnant when I learned how to do it and sick. And so now every time I think about it, I feel that nausea feeling of being sick, and I need to get past it by needle felting again. But you know, I'm into diamond painting right now, and I'm loving this, so I kind of don't want to, I'm just not in the mood to switch yet. When it comes to crafting, I am a mood person for sure. Let's see what other crafts. I don't know, I'll try just about everything. I've done some sewing, I've done some tons of crochet and knitting. I don't know, whatever craft is out there. I've done, what is the pouring? It's art. It's like acrylic pour art, I think is what it's called, where you pour the art onto the canvas. That was like watercolor on steroids. because there's just not much control over it. You gotta just go with it, and that's just not the kind of art person I am. I mean, I've loved watercoloring, and I think I'll just stick with that. I'll love it and learn more of it and try to master that a bit more. Pour art was not for me, but it was fun while it lasted. Maybe I'll try that again sometime. Let's see. I don't know. You name the craft, I've probably tried it. I just love crafting, trying new things. I guess the one thing I haven't that is usually compared to diamond art is cross stitch. I feel like I would absolutely love cross stitching if I tried it. Never mind, I'm lying. I have tried it, but I tried it by drawing my own pattern and then buying floss to go with it and doing my own thing as my first project. So after that, it kind of threw me off of that. Not that that's the problem of cross stitching, that was my problem because I came about it all wrong. And one of these days, I'm sure I'll go back to it. I always try everything eventually. I did see the punch needle kind, and I did buy a few kits for my kids for Christmas, to give them for Christmas, and I think they'll love it. I think that we'll probably all love it, so try that one soon. Let's see. That's question number 1. Holy cow. Okay, sorry. I will go a lot faster on these questions. I'm going way too slow. Question number 2. What outdoor sports I like? Ah, shoot, this is another one. Okay, I'm a tennis girl. I love tennis. I feel like I haven't played in forever because I haven't. Mostly that's because of kids and having a baby. My husband and I would play for a little while. We've got a big gap between our second oldest and our youngest, which makes it kind of hard. I mean, which just means like it was hard to adjust back to baby life because we were able to do things that we wanted more. Like the kids could play at the park while we played tennis, you know. So I haven't for a while because of third kid. And but one thing we're doing, this is one I could do while I was pregnant, was pickleball. Absolutely love pickleball. It's so similar to tennis, but with a little bit less, like, I mean, I just cannot sprint from one side to the other pregnant of the tennis court. But with pickleball, it's like I didn't have to move that far. So, and it's quicker games, which is great for like when kids are like, I'm bored, and we had to finish early or something like that. So I love that. I love hiking. Swimming, what is that, a trash trail, or is that, okay, oh darn, it got stuck in my pen. Get that out. Absolutely love hiking, love outdoors, love swimming, love just anything outdoors, being out in nature. Our whole family's like that. We just absolutely love that. Probably the biggest reason that we've moved out here, it's actually my husband's parents' house. We still own the house back in Utah, but it's our his parents' house, and it's on a lake, and we're just like, I think we need this. I think we need to be outdoors people again, because I feel like we were for a long time, and then we weren't. We lived in a neighborhood where there's still, like, I mean, it was a beautiful neighborhood, but you know, it's just not conducive to being able to go. You just go outside and you go to a park, or you, like, if you just walk outside, I mean, it's a beautiful mountainous area still. But I don't know how else to explain it. I mean, we live on a lake here. Like, it's incredible. I'll have to, like, post one of these times about this beautiful snowman that my kids and my husband made. I tried to help, but then my baby just could not be outside for very long. We're, you know, getting over strep and stuff, and he loved the snow but wasn't having it after the first 10 minutes. So but my husband and my 2 oldest made a beautiful snowman. So I have a really pretty picture of the snowman with the lake in the background. It was just incredible. So, like, we just live for that. We love being outside. We love outdoors, nature. My son is going to start ski lessons. starting, it's actually great. It's a homeschool program. Does it keep, oh gosh, that's probably super obnoxious. I hope it didn't do that the whole time. Of going out of focus every time I put the pen in front of the camera. I'll just try not to do that. Like I said, guys, the setup is not good. So yeah, anything outdoors, just love sports, love being out. I want to maybe start doing some mountain biking. I think that'd be a lot of fun, and there's a lot of places here that are great for mountain biking. Utah too, but we just don't have to drive as far here. Let's see, number 3, recent TV show. Okay, Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. It's old. It's like 80s old. And I absolutely love it. I love older shows. I love anything like person moves out east or out west, and I don't call it a western, but it makes a life for themselves and things change, and like they like go from being posh east in the late 1800s, early 1900s to roughing it out in the West, and I love stuff like that. So, but it's about a girl, and I don't know let me know in the comments below if you've watched it before and loved it. And she's back then, women didn't really go to, they were not really the doctors. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Let me see if I can fix this so it does not, maybe this might drive everybody nuts. I promise to change it for next time. The way it keeps refocusing every time my hand goes in front. Maybe in the comments below you guys could give me suggestions on how to do this better. Alright, that's all of I call them the tree symbol, because it's like this tree symbol. Well, it doesn't look like the tree symbol where I wrote it. That's the problem with Make Market, is it does not have the stickers. So it's just kind of a bummer. I had to kit it up myself. Well, by kit up myself, I just mean like put my own stickers on here. By the way, these containers are from Walmart. I hate them. I like that there's different sizes. I don't love that you can't move them around. Like where they are is where they have to stay, or it won't work anymore. But it has these like different columns, and you can open them up separately like this. And then, close that, and then I can do like the next section down here, which is the one I just opened. In a bit at the end, maybe I'll show you guys that. Let me just show you right now, actually. You can see right there are I got 2 of them, containers. So it's great. It's also not great. I don't love that you, oops, I stopped the video by accident. Try that again. Okay, I don't love that you have to, you just can't move them around, like where they are is where they stay. So once I've kitted it up, I'm like, I can't move it to a new spot. That makes more sense. But I did it by color, so it's close enough. It works fine. The other thing I was going to say, oh, I guess we'll move on. Number 4. Okay, this one's just random. Favorite ice cream. That's fast. I love cookies and cream. Anything. I mean, sometimes I'll be in the mood for other ice creams and I won't choose cookies and cream, but it's my go-to. It's the one I always come back to. More specifically, I really like Tillamook or Umpqua ice cream. If you've never had it before, it's because maybe you don't live in Western or Rocky Mountain area, or Oregon, Seattle area. They have their factory out here, so, and I don't think it's moved very far yet. Maybe it's out east now. I'm not sure. It took a while for it to even just get to Utah, so I'm not sure how far it's made it, but it is incredible. I like that it's creamier rather than sweet. Like, I can't stand an icy kind of ice cream that's got so much sugar, but not very creamy. That drives me nuts. Let's see. number 5, favorite diamond painting artist. Ooh, that's hard because I haven't like tried a ton of them yet. This might be a popular / unpopular opinion. I feel like people are very some wax right there. I feel like people are very torn on landscapes. You either hate it or you don't. I mean, love it or you don't. I tried an Amazon landscape and it wasn't even that good. It was not good quality. But I loved every second of it. I mean, I'm an outdoors person. I love scenery. I love landscapes. I still love a good portrait. So this probably, you already know which one I'm going to say then. I really like Chuck Pinson's art or Abraham Hunter. I haven't decided between the two. I just ordered, for Black Friday, the, Abraham Hunter, oh gosh, what is it called? Mountain Retreat? No, I don't think that's it. Maybe it is. The one where it's like the big white-capped mountains. I mean, like the snowy mountains with the little bears and the purple flowers in front, and just this beautiful, I think it's lake too. There's a lake in it. And, I have to look at it now. But I think that's Abraham Hunter, and holy cow, I just absolutely fell in love with that one. And then Chuck Pinson. I have Cottage by the Sea. I might have to do a stash video. I think it would be embarrassing to show you guys my stash video after only playing diamond painting for the last few months. That might be embarrassing because it's already a lot, it feels like. But I really like Chuck Pinson and Abraham Hunter. I like Abraham Hunter's animals. I think I like him a little more because he adds animals. Chuck Pinson has maybe sometimes the sameness a little bit of his, but at the same time they're very dynamic. A lot of different kinds of scenery, and he's just an incredible artist. I just love a good scenery. Alright, sorry about that. My phone died, of course. So anyway, artists. Yes. That I love. Yeah, I love myself a good landscape, and I'm just not a portrait person usually when it comes to art. Not that I don't love and enjoy it, it's just not what I would choose. But you know, diamond art is, I mean, they're just fun. Portraits are kind of fun. The Fearless Familiar is what I would call also portrait. I mean, it's portrait of cat. And it's like very abstract, I guess, in a way. But yeah, the portraits have been surprisingly something I've been going towards now. But some more artists than there would be portraits would be, I love the colors of Mrs. Buttered. I don't know if it's Buttered or Buttered. But I do really like her colors. I like her art. Yeah, it's not like what I would like, you know, Ivy Dollamore, Hannah Lynn, oh my gosh, Margaret Morales. I haven't even been diamond painting this very long, and I was ecstatic when Diamond Art Club came out with Margaret Morales, and I got the Sakura. So, like I said, I think for me, when it comes to portraits and stuff like that, it's a color thing. I don't like a lot of, it's also going to be an unpopular thing. I don't like a lot of color blocking. I love color blocking kind of like this. I do not like it if it's like a portrait and then a bunch of white or black in the background. Even if there's some variation, if it's like a lot of color blocking, I'm instantly turned off because I'm just like, I don't like having one color for very long in my tray. I like to change things around a bit. Then let's see. Let's keep it this way. I think that it won't do the thing where it pops out of focus as much. And sometimes I just like single placing. Like, I enjoy that because I enjoy the colors, and it's one of the questions, so I'll get to it. About one of the biggest reasons I love diamond painting is the calming aspect of it. I have high anxiety, but like I said, we'll get to that. So yeah, those are probably my favorite. I mean, there's a lot more that I just can't name. I really like landscape art, but as far as art goes with diamond painting, it's got to be color for me. I mean, there can be a beautiful landscape, and if it has a bunch of browns in it, I won't do it. Like there's what is this, Sedona? It's Chuck Benson, I think. Sedona something. And gosh, I love it. It's just gorgeous. And I can't do it. There's no way. There's way too much brown in it, even if it's like variations of brown. I can do black, and I can do grays. Grays is a little iffy. Add a little more wax. But I just can't do too much brown. And this has actually a lot of brown in it, more than I thought. Don't like that a ton, but it's round and it goes quickly, and I like it. I mean, no matter what, I love diamond painting. Even if it has a lot of browns, it's not like I dislike it. It's fun no matter what. So I am still enjoying every second of placing these brown drills down. It's just the brown, if it has a lot of browns, it won't be my go-to. Okay, enough of that. Number 6. What got you into diamond painting? Oh, this is the next question. So being a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, we have what's called General Conference, like every 6 months. And I always find some fun craft for the kids and I do while we sit and listen, because I can't sit and listen to anything without having something in my hands to do. And my kids are the same way, or maybe all kids are that way, and I'm just like a kid inside and I can't hold still. That could probably be more likely. Anyway, so, and that day was actually when our boat sank, but it was so wavy, it was so windy and wavy, there's really not much we could do about the boat until everything calmed down. So once the chaos of trying to get out of the water enough that it wasn't going to run into somebody else's dock, that's a whole other story I'll have to go into another time, we ended up having to kind of leave it alone for a while. And I mean, at that point, it pretty much sunk. So really the water weighing it down was making it so it wouldn't go anywhere. It was just kind of in the like rocky beach area. And so we just went up and started watching General Conference, and because it's just like, we're like, well, we might as well, sit and try to relax, because there's nothing we can do at this point until everything calms down, the waves calm down. So I was like, well, I didn't even set anything up for the kids and I to do. And so I went into my whole crafting area and was looking, and I had bought a couple of diamond painting kits. They're both partials. I don't like partials. I mean, I loved them so much that I obviously got way addicted to diamond painting, but I probably will never choose another partial again, because I just love, I don't know, maybe I'll eat my words, but I don't like them anymore. But I did have 2 partials that I bought like 2 years ago, and it was on a whim, and I never touched them. And so I don't know, I popped those out. I was like, well, let's try this out. And of course I had no idea what I was doing. Took the whole film off of it. They weren't a big kit, so it wasn't a huge deal, but took the whole film off, and I was like, what the heck do I do with these pens? And seriously, for like 20 drills, I like picked it up kind of, and then I placed it on with my finger like this and moved it around with the pen. I was like, I guess this is fun. And finally I was like, okay, I'm gonna like look this up, and I was like, oh, I'm an idiot, that's what this wax stuff is for. But once we got the hang of it, like, oh my gosh, we fell in love, my 2 older ones and I, and they're super into it. My son, I'm not surprised, is like kind of lost interest already. It's just not really his thing. I think he was liking it because we were liking it, and it was new, and it's still fun. Like, and every once in a while, whenever I work on something, he'll come work on it with me a bit. But having his own kit and stuff like that, he's just like, I don't want to do this whole thing. Make Market also has some Christmas ornament ones. We did buy those, and so he's really excited to do those. But anyway, but my daughter is super obsessed, and she got the, what is it? Autumn horse? No, it's not autumn horse. It's like the purple and orange horse with the flowers that also came out for Black Friday. I ordered that one for her, and I have every faith in her that she will finish it, because she just loves it, and it's kind of, she's very much like me, right down her alley. So my son, I did get the treasure chest one. I asked him a bunch of times, I'm like, are you sure? Sorry, it keeps going out of focus when my whole hand goes in front. Are you sure you want to do that? And he's like, yeah, I want it. And I'm like, but you're not going to finish it, hon. I mean, I have every faith that you will if you'd want to. I just don't think you'd want to. And he's like, no, but I know that you will, and then I can keep it. I'm like, okay, that's fair. I'm okay with that, because then I can do it. And I liked that one too. Anyway, long story short, actually a very long story that I made very long and went on a huge tangent about. Sorry about that. I will fix that thing where it no longer focuses. I'll figure that out. But it was a very stressful day the first time that we started diamond painting, and I sat down and started diamond painting and was like, where'd the stress go? I'm a very anxious, very, very anxious person. I am and I'm not. Like, there are things that won't stress me out that maybe would normally stress somebody else out. But overall, I am kind of an anxious person. Like, my anxiety level is on high, and on a normal day, it's pretty high already. Part of that has to do with never having alone time because I homeschool a mom, but I mean, I'm just kind of my personality too, to just have a lot of stress about things. In a way I think I haven't figured out how to handle yet. So my doctor had recommended meditation because I'm not willing to try medication yet, I don't think. Not that I'm against it by any means. I'm so bad at remembering to take medication. And I just don't want to be reliant on it right now if there's another way to do this. So, I sat there and started diamond painting and the stress melted away and I was like, holy cow. My doctor said to do meditating and I just can't hold still long enough to do meditating. I just can't. It's just not my thing. I'm a busybody. And so, when I started doing the diamond painting and I felt that stress melt away, I was addicted and I did so much of it, and I turned on my meditation, which is like called Daily Reminder or Daily Mind something, I don't remember. It's an app that she recommended, and I started turning that on and doing diamond painting. I cannot even tell you the relief that I felt of my stress melting away, my anxiety melting away. That is a constant, like, I don't even realize how constant it is until it starts to go away. When I have those rare moments where it's gone, I just the stress is gone. It was incredible and I absolutely loved it. And that's the story of what got me into it, because it is my medication now. It's my meditation. It's my stress relief. I'm able to take on the day so much more because I have that time where I did meditate, but I had something to do with my hands, and I absolutely just love color and art in general. It's just, that's the best way I can describe it. It's just my meditation. It's my meditation. So, that's what got me into diamond painting. Number 7, what got you into homeschool? Oh my gosh, this one I could go on forever for, and I will not because it's going to be a long video as is. Long story short, there's just so much going on in schools right now, between bullying, between huge school size classes. I got my degree in elementary education, so I feel like, not that I completely know what I'm doing, but I know enough of what I'm doing that I know to make sure that my kids aren't going to fail. And it's incredible. We don't even have to do school for very long in a day, and they've learned more than they have at school. Like, nothing against any teachers, because teachers are amazing, but teachers have it hard. Like, they just can't focus on one kid, or 2 kids, or 3 kids, or even 10 kids, because they've got 30 kids. So it's just not feasible. And my son was coming home. Both my kids are quick readers, they're just, I mean, not to like in any way brag, but they're just really smart. They get things quickly. I don't know where they get that from, because both my husband and I took forever to learn to read, and I feel like they're way smarter than we were at that age. Nothing against my husband, he says the same thing. So it's just, they, at least Oakley, my daughter's, Zinnia's just got into kindergarten, so she hasn't technically been to public school yet. I say yet because we'll see what down the road how everything goes. But yeah, at least with my son, it was just, he'd come home with a bunch of papers that he just drew. And I'm like, this is great, Oakley, all this art. Like, when are you doing this? Oh, when I get done with my schoolwork. Like, seriously, like 8 pages every single day of scrap paper drawings that he's done. And I'm like, well, you just get to draw? He's like, yeah, I just start drawing. And the teacher tells me to go draw when I'm done with my work. And I'm like, okay, well, that's great. I mean, that's fine. You get it drawing. And I'm like, but I mean, it's not just that. It's a lot of other things too. But that was kind of one of the triggers, was like, there's so much wasted time for you. I know social is a big thing. I'm still trying to figure out the whole socialization part with the kids. I feel like if we were living at our old neighborhood, that wouldn't have been any problem whatsoever, because I had a lot of friends that they already knew, that we do stuff with a lot. And, we do a lot with church groups, which helps a lot. And yeah, but between that, but other than that, like, I think that it's going incredibly well. I mean, there's the days and there's times where I like threaten to send them back to school, but they love it at home, even if they complain about doing work, because you know, we do our work, we get done what we need to, and the kids kind of have their own day to do what they'd like, to learn what they'd like next. And if my son, who's like obsessed with Komodo dragons right now, and stingrays, both really random stories, but that they can do that. If they want to just start learning, I'll go give them a book about one of those things, or we'll go to the library and they'll learn about it, and they can they learn so much more, and I'm learning a lot with them. The biggest thing is just being able to spend more time with them. Like, I swear I had the hardest time sending my son to first grade, because kindergarten was half day. First grade, because I was like, you're gone all day long with other people, teaching you other things that maybe some things I don't agree with. I mean, bullying is huge. I mean, we lived in a very safe, quiet neighborhood, and bullying was such an issue. And I'm like, how is this? I'm like, not to get like, maybe trigger warning right here. And not to get like talk about super sad things, but we had, I don't even know if I can say this word. Anyway, we had very awful issues with children, a couple children in the area who had taken their own lives, and a lot of it had to do with bullying. And it's just awful. I don't want them in that environment. Like, all these shootings that are going on, and all that. I mean, it's just like, yeah, it's like, what are the chances of that happening with you? Well, the people who that happened to in these schools and shopping malls, I mean, not that we don't go like to shopping malls. I don't know how to explain it. It's just, you know, we prayed about it. We talked about it together as a family, as a couple, my husband and I, and I just decided it was the best for us. I think that maybe it won't be down the line, but for right now, it was great. Okay. Sorry, last reason of homeschooling was, I mean, there's more, but one of the big ones was moving out here to Idaho. We wanted to be able to travel and go wherever we wanted and do our own thing. If we wanted, like, because it gets dark here, like, is that driving everybody nuts? I'm so sorry. I swear I will fix this, but hopefully you're just, like, listening. But being able to go wherever we wanted to, and not be held back by having to just camp, because kids are in school. And I was saying that it gets dark out, so at like 4. So the kids had, where it was our first snow. I don't know if maybe it would have been a snow day. I'm not sure. But we spent the day making that snowman and having a snowball fight and doing a lot of fun things outside. Whereas, like, by the time it got dark, they would have been coming home from school. So it's like, yeah, things like that. I just think that there's another life to live out there besides sitting at school in a desk. And yeah, socialization we're still figuring out, but I don't know. Anyway, I could go on about that forever and I won't. So, favorite book genre. Ooh, I like a lot of different things. I like anything from okay, the only thing I don't like is horror. And probably anything like sketchy romantic. Not sketchy romantic, what's the word for it? Heavy romantic. I love a good love story. I don't really like when it gets graphic, to be honest. So I will usually avoid that. Not that I won't, like, read a book if it's in it, I'll just skip it or whatever. But, like, if it's focused around that, and if it gets, like, where the plot line is, like, there's not one, because that's all that is, and then I'm like, I don't know, not for me. But, so pretty much everything else, I mean, I'm just a Potterhead. I absolutely love Harry Potter. It's what got me reading. I struggled reading as a kid until I got Harry Potter, and I quite literally the next year got a trophy for being the best reader in the school. Not that I'm like an amazing reader anymore, it was 5th grade, but yeah, it was Harry Potter. I owe it all to Harry Potter. So I don't know, recently I guess I read Naomi Novik's Spinning Silver. Oh my gosh, that was an incredible book. Another one I've read recently is I mean, I love the classics. Any of the Bronte sisters, except for, okay, am I going crazy? Wuthering Heights, Bronte, right? I don't know which one. But I cannot do Wuthering Heights. I don't know what it is. I've tried so many, and I'm like a big classics reader. I love them. Takes me a bit to get through them, but I love them. And I just can't with that one. I don't know what it is about Wuthering Heights I can't get through. But like even the first couple chapters. But I mean, like we did Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. My husband and I both read it. Kind of did like a little book club between the two of us. It's a lot of fun. We had to look up a lot of words that were like, I don't know what that means. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of just a lot of different genres. I love Brandon Sanderson all the way down to oh my gosh, how did I forget her name? What's her name? And I forgot the book name too. Pride and Prejudice. Why can't I remember? Jane Austen. Oh my gosh, love Jane Austen. But yeah, they just depends on what I'm reading at the time. But I like a lot of different ones. Just barring horror. I don't do horror and too much romance, kind of romance. Okay. Ooh, second to last. Story of the start of my family. Ooh, that's kind of a long one. Maybe I won't really go into it because we're kind of already getting pretty far into this video. I guess my husband and I met at Utah State. Kind of a cute story. We met actually when he was bringing his girlfriend was bringing him to meet my roommate because they were really good friends. And then we met that way. Not that he was like, oh, and like not faithful to his girlfriend. He wasn't like that at all. But he did notice that he was attracted. You notice when you're attracted to someone, but then he like put me out of his mind. But that's when we first met. And then, but we didn't start dating until a year later. They'd already broken up. Actually, not long after. She'd broken up with him, actually. I think it was, I don't even remember. Not important. That we met and started dating pretty soon. Not pretty soon after that. Sorry, a year after that. And, we're a very musical family. We love music, and we played piano for each other on the first date. And I played River Flows in You by Yurume, and which always makes me think of Yume Arts. Speaking of, also really like Yume Arts. I really want Under the Stairs, and I have not been able to get that one. That one's gone fast. That one and Flower Delivery. I really like those because I love Kiki's Delivery Service. That was one I watched a lot. Anyway, I tend to go on tangents. I'm sorry. Back to Yurume. River Flows in You is a piano piece. And I played it for him, and he loved it. And then the next date, which was like only a few days later, he played the song too. And I was like, oh, why didn't you tell me you knew the song? That's so funny. You didn't say anything. He's like, oh, I didn't. It was seriously maybe like 2 days later. He seriously played it from beginning to end. Like, it was a little bit of a different version. So I was like, oh, that's cool. It's a different version. It's because he heard it and played it on the piano after. He's one of those people that can hear a song and then play it and figure it out without the music. And I was donezo after that. I was like, yeah, I have to have you. You're mine forever. And he is now. And it's amazing. I mean, marriage is always rocky, but I absolutely love being married to my husband and having our family. And so we got married 2 years after that, and 2 years after that, we had our first kid, and it's been family bliss ever since. Just kidding, it's not, because obviously there's always up and downs. Big ups, big downs, but I absolutely love my family that I have. Biggest part of my life is my family. All right, so number 10, last one, dream vacation. Sheesh, I don't know. I like being in different places that I've never been before. I love that. I am a mountain girl though. I love a good beach vacation. Absolutely love it. Seeing lots of different places, but I will always have my heart in the mountains here in the Rockies. I guess up here is maybe not the Rockies, but just mountains in general. I love trees though, so I love that up here. It's so green. It's got the mountains and it's green, and it's so gorgeous. We have a ski, well, maybe I shouldn't say, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like really hesitant to tell anything that might tell where we live, because obviously that's just not internet safety. So I'll skip that part. But yeah, dream vacation would definitely, I don't know, I really like just a good all-inclusive beach vacation. But I really want to go to Scotland. Like, very much want to go to Scotland. And my husband does not really care for it. I mean, he'd do it for me. It's not really his. I think once he was there, he would love it. But, you know, Scotland would be a lot more like going to see the castles, going to go out, see the scenery. You're going to be moving around a lot. You're going to be staying in different places. And, like, for him, he's, like, just doesn't like the... Sorry, I bumped you. He doesn't like the, he wants to just relax. Like, he's go-go all the time. We all are. Go-go all the time. So he just wants, like, a nice... Don't have to worry about buying food because it's just all-inclusive. Poolside, beachside, hang out and just hang out by the water. He's like a little otter. He absolutely loves rivers and fish, I guess might be a better word too. He just loves water. So if it's by water, he's happy. But he would totally do Scotland with me. He just not his dream vacation. But that would be my dream vacation too, is sitting by the water and relaxing. Preferably without kids. I know that sounds bad. I just said like, oh, I love my family. And then I'm like, beach vacation without kids. But, you know, you just can't fully relax when you're trying to make sure kids aren't drowning. So, but I do love taking them places and seeing their excitement and stuff. All right. That, I know I didn't get through the whole square, but, yeah, that was the last one, I suppose. Send me, first, if you, probably should have said this at the beginning of the video. If you made it this far, amazing. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you could like and subscribe, that would be awesome. I'd love to, if you could comment down below. I know that helps the algorithm too. Ooh, I know it's probably bugging you, and I know it's bugging me that I haven't gotten this last A that I missed. I'm going to do that first because I have to, right there. Okay. But yeah, like and subscribe. Hopefully this will get set off so that I can make more content, and I'm really excited about this. If it doesn't take off, whatever, I'll use it as my own personal blog. Just kidding. But yeah, comment down below some questions, and I'll probably like write all the questions down and do the same thing where, like, if I get more than 10, I'll just pick them out randomly. Obviously, like anything that's like I'm willing to answer, I'll stick in there, and I'll pull out 10 more questions and do another WIP-in introduction rather than WIP and chat, but it's essentially WIP and chat. And then maybe next time I will work on my Fearless Familiar, because I know that's Halloween, but I'm still working on it. It's because there's a lot of traveling and stuff that we did and got busy, and around Halloween time, and I don't know, I just didn't get through it, but I absolutely love every second of it, so it's not like there's anything wrong with it. I mean, it's my first diamond art kit, the only one that I've actually worked on, and holy cow, I am in love with it. Maybe I'm just savoring it. But I think that also, now that it's not Halloween, I'm like, want to start the other ones too. Oh, and this one, I didn't even say this. This is for jingle drills. And so I really wanted to do this because I want to be able to, you know, have one finished for jingle drills. So that's why the other one got put on hold. And then with the traveling, I had smaller kits and wanted to work on some of those smaller kits that were easier to take with me. And yeah, now that we're finally home, I'm almost done with it. I'll show you guys sometime. I'll do a quick, what is it that, My Happy Place? Oh, I love her channel. She says she calls them, maybe they all do, I'm not sure. But she calls them, WIP parade, and I love that. So I'll have to do a WIP parade. I only have, well, I probably can only show you 2. But my other video I'm planning on is Sakura, which is the, not Mandy Manzano, what am I thinking? Margaret Morales. That came out with the Cyber Monday. I would have loved to get my hands on all 3. Maybe 2. There's one that wasn't my favorite, the fox one, with the face. The mask face, the fox mask face. Blah, blah. Can't say that right. That one is not my favorite, but the dragon one and like the blue one with the blues and the greens. Oh, I loved both those, and I got the Sakura. I also, maybe I'll do, yeah, I think I'll do a Black Friday haul video, Black Friday / Cyber Monday, and then I'm going to do the Sakura unboxing, and then I want to get started on that right away. So I'll probably do a kit up for that one. You can kit up with me and probably do like a, not the whole kit up, maybe I'll do it in like fast motion. Once I figure out how to do all this, I will do it. And then yeah, I get started on that one. I think that's, a lot of people are excited about that one. Put that one up. Yeah, and I'll show you, I'll do a video of the ones I got for Cyber Monday, Black Friday. That would be fun. All right, let me show you really fast now. I'm going to have to take this off the rubber band. Oh dear goodness. I better set up for this at some point. Okay, you can see right here, this is the Make Market. Gosh, I'll have to go on there. I'll post it down at the bottom, what it is. And you can see I did the ABs right here. Let's see if you can get that shine on there a little bit. You can see it in the fire. You can see it in the, my voice does not always sound like this, guys. In the lights right here that I did. You can see it. There's a few lights up here, and then it's gonna be here and here. And then I'm so excited for this part, all through the fire right here. And I'll do a post review on this eventually. It's not Diamond Art Club. I'm not gonna hold it up to the same standard because it's not even nearly the same price. But it was, I love the brick. I thought they did a good job with all this brick. You see this brick up here. But for the price, it was incredible because I've gotten some then my Amazon one that was like $12 was not nearly as nice as this. And I'm pretty sure it's acrylic, not resin, based off of working with both and based off of YouTube videos that have told me both. But it is really nice. Like, it's totally been a fun one. I've enjoyed every minute of it. But yeah, I'll get more into that when I do a post review for this. Anyway, thank you guys all again. I really appreciate you sticking around with me this long, if you have, and helping me grow my new channel. I think it will be a lot of fun. I'm really excited. Thanks, bye!